Hello, g'day. Welcome back to Gatekeeper's coverage of the 2023 Vic Open. We're here for the front nine of the second round at the stunning Victoria Park in Ballarat, which is in southeastern Australia, about an hour out of Melbourne. The coverage has been provided by Disc Golf Justice. I am Andrew Ferguson. I'm with Paddy Robertson and Tim Bowen, and we are the Tee Off podcast. And it's good to be back on the commentary, on the cans again, boys.
Yep.
Awesome to be back. Thanks to Gatekeeper for supporting another major Aussie event. Here we go, round two. Austin with the hot round, 9 down. Blake Houston out of WA with a 7 down. Followed by Jade Brady out of Canberra. And yourself, Paddy, with a 6 down on the dance floor there.
Got a good little mix there.
Other notables, Luke Bain, Australia's highest rated player with a 5 down. So just on that chase card there.
Hole 1, 682 feet, 208 metres. It's a par 4. It's straight down the guts. You've got a dog leg to the left as there is a Mando, which we're just starting to pass now. A tricky one to start off with, very low ceiling, and I don't know if there was any. Was there any birdies on this round? I'm not too sure. We'll have to find out.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Plays half a stroke over par. It's a cracking starting hole.
Starting off first on a current score of -9 is Austin D'Alessandro.
Shout out to David Heath. Beautiful announcing voice. Austin, known for his flip-up backhands here. He'll be going a hyzer flip, something that goes as long as it possibly can, and if anything, ends up to the right.
And as you can see from those flags, there is some wind.
Yep. We're in the middle of autumn right now, and look at the autumn leaves blowing about. Blake Houston going that same hyzer flip line. A little low, but low is not the worst thing on this hole. It's got a very, very punishing ceiling. Jade Brady, very, very good with the backhands.
Oh, he's turned and burnt that too. Jeez.
Yeah,
Not a great showing from there.
Very, very tricky starting hole. And you just want to be in the middle, or if anywhere, off to the right. Paddy, that was going way right, though.
Yeah.
Got a lot of love from the tree there. Kept you in the middle.
Misread that wind.
Jindy Disc Golf Shops Jade Brady here. We're going to move on this one, and that's not a bad angle if he can just kind of get a little skip around the corner.
Yeah, that was a little flirty with the Mando tree, but it looks like he's avoided the penalty there. Paddy, somehow you're in the middle of the fairway, and that is a shank.
That's a very fortunate tree.
Yep. 2 fortunate trees.
Yep.
Going to throw a good shot the third time lucky, or
Probably not.
Yeah, all right. Austin's showing what happens on the right side. You do have to, find a gap to get back on the fairway, but it's not the worst. It does open up the angle to the basket. Being left where Blake is can be a little trickier. You do have to rely on quite a big skip if you want to have a putt at it.
A bit of a... Oh, there you go. Yep. Good flare around there. Actually, Austin, when he was stepping up to drive, he's gone to grab his go-to driver, and he's left it on the practice field.
No.
Yeah, which is a good, at least 600 metres away? 700 metres away?
Yeah. He's young. Surely he ran back and got it.
Well, I can't... One of the spectators actually ran over and grabbed it.
That is not ideal, starting off your round and not having your go-to driver.
No, he was filthy.
But those boys, Jade and Austin, look like they're parked for the par. Blake, this is his birdie look here, but he's quite a ways out of circle 2 here. Nice little upshot. He'll be starting off the round with a par. I think that's just everyone's aim on this hole because it is it's a bonus birdie. It's a tricky one.
Yeah, this is a big par save. Not where I want to be at all.
Yeah.
And, with all those tree hits, probably deserved a bogey there.
Yeah, look, it played half a shot over par, so, no surprise there that we're going to see a bogey. But the other 3, dropping in the pars.
And just tapping in. Alrighty. Hole 2, 100 metre, par 3, 328 feet. The play off here, I reckon, is really just your forehand. I think you will see some straight sort of flip-up backhand shots, but having a bit of flex to that forehand, navigating this avenue, and then a bit of a flare skip back at the basket is really the play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good hole.
There are some backhand lines, but they take on a lot more trees. Austin's got quite a good late turnover game, so he's going backhand up the forehand gap, and he's done that pretty well.
Yeah, gets this nice skip there,
Yep.
and he reckon he's sitting about 8 metres or so.
Oh, great. That's a great shot with the backhand. Very tricky. Flex forehand from Blake. This is looking perfect.
Mate, that guy knows that disc.
That is a stable
Yeah.
disc. Goodness me.
When he put it out on that angle, I thought, oh, geez, nah, that's too much.
Do we know
But,
what he's throwing there?
I think it's like it's a nuke or something.
Yeah, it looks like his nuke. That looked like it flashed chains as well. Jade as well got
Getting down there, a bit lucky.
got a little greasy with the backhand there, but very nicely executed. Paddy.
Paddy,
Yeah. I'm feeling a bit cold here.
Yeah.
where's your
And-
red jumper? You need to put that back on.
I went,
red sweater.
Jumpers off. You're in the TP, Paddy.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Who put that bloody TP there?
I can still see your pillow. Last night. That's nice.
Yeah. Serious
Yeah.
o'clock now with the jumper off.
This hole playing at 2.74, so definitely playing a little bit easier than the previous
Beautiful
round.
putt
6
from Austin.
birdies.
Beautiful
Yeah.
putt. Austin, obviously one of those birdies. Blake's got to look at it as well. He's gone a little longer than I thought. Genuine ace run. Oh, and what a putt! Look at the flag on top. This is not an exposed green, so for
Yeah.
it to be getting that much wind.
Still haven't got to Jade yet, too.
Jade's backhand got to there.
That's
wow.
very greasy.
And Paddy lets down the beer frame.
Hole 3, 82 metres. Not a very long hole, this one. It is a little downhill, but it's very, very wooded. There's a tree right in front of your face, about 10 metres off the tee pad. That is the scary one. You hit that, you're almost definitely taking a bogey. Get past that one. Just want to be floating a little approach putter, I think, on this hole. That's the way to play it. Played relatively close to par.
Yeah.
0.16 under par.
A little bit of downhill, too. I do like this hole.
Oh, that's the tree. Yep, Austin knows exactly which tree you want to miss. It's that one that he hit. A little high from Blake.
Does he get over it?
Looks like he... No, not quite. Yeah. Jade's throwing his P2 almost certainly. He's very, very good with this disc.
That needs a turn. Nope.
I've niced him.
Yeah. I'm standing here licking my chops. These boys have hit all tree. Time to get one back, hey?
Yeah, you gave him a stroke on hole 1 and a stroke on hole 2, Paddy.
No.
Go on.
Oh, well, maybe I'll give him one on hole 3 as well. Yeah.
I like to fit in.
Austin with one of his very well-known forehands.
Yeah, he
That's
lived.
not ideal, though. That's a little too overstable. He's going to have a very long tester for the par.
Paddy with is this a harp? What's this?
Yes, that is a harp. Or actually, no, saviour. Need a little bit of flair to get around.
Jade's just eyeing off a relatively routine up and down here.
A little short, maybe.
That's a little 6-7 metre putt for the par. And yeah, this green, it does run away from you a little bit. So you do, it doesn't really let you genuinely run it from that distance that Blake was, because you're just going to have a 15 metre comebacker.
Bit of meat on the bone for Austin, and
Yeah,
comes
he
up a little
hates it.
short.
You don't want to really, you don't mind not birdieing this hole because it is quite wooded and a tricky hole, but you definitely don't want to be giving up a stroke. Like the Canberra boys have done, Austin and Jade being very well known from the Australian Capital Territory, taking a bogey. Paddy, very nice putt there.
Yeah. Bit of a headwind there, Paddy, so don't
Yeah.
be able to put that...
Honestly, feel like
Down the guts.
I'm battling here.
Yeah. I mean, it is pretty ominous starting holes and very windy, and you just need to keep telling yourself the last 6 holes of this course are where the birdie ops are.
Yeah.
Austin and Jade taking the bogey, and we'll move on.
Moving on to hole 4, 105 metres, slightly uphill, par 3. There's a couple of ways to approach this one. There's a forehand or a turnover gap, which we're kind of pumping through now. You can up to go a little bit more of a skinnier gap there, or there is a hyzer gap, which Paddy Robinson did show us in that first round.
I don't know how you did it, Paddy. That right-hand, backhand hyzer gap is just scary.
I'm
hey?
keen to see if he does it again.
It's there all day. It's there all day.
So Blake relying on that blue nuke again. Little wide. If that gets through, though, and should skip back. Don't know if it did. So, Paddy, going for it. Do you do it 2 times in a row?
It is tight.
What, my pants or?
That too. It's the first thing I noticed.
Got past the first few trees. Looks like it's getting through all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Paddy.
In the exact same spot.
Same
I
spot.
reckon. Yeah,
Slightly outside
12
circle.
metres.
Austin, just so good at this backhand turnover game.
Yeah, loves it. He is parked
Yeah,
too.
that looked on a rope.
Jade looks like he's lining up that very skinny Isaac gap.
Yeah, he was impressed by my line. So,
Ooh. Not a bad attempt.
yeah.
I did see Jade hit the tree 4 metres in front of him during practice, so he's done well to beat that one this time around. Blakey boy up and down with the zone.
Yeah, and a bit short. 15 metres or so
Gives it a lofty bid and takes a bit
off
of
the
the
flag.
Here you go, Paddy.
Oh, this
Another
is
chance
deja
for the
vu.
birdie.
Yeah. Got another chance.
Bang.
Get on the board.
There we go.
Oh, very confident putt. Happy with that.
Dagger working for you nicely.
Almost forgotten about that bogey on the first hole by now.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yep, great cleanup from Blake. Very rough headwind he was putting into there.
And mate, look at Austin's
Austin.
drive, mate.
Here we go. He must have got his go-to disc back by now then.
Definitely did.
Great birdie.
Great birdie. Alrighty, hole 5, par 4, 206 metres. Such a fun hole, this one, or such a fun first drive at least. You're going to see some of the bigger arms take this big hyzer flex line and try and get as far down the fairway as they can. You can go straight down the middle, or there's a tight line to the right, and then, yeah, just approaching the basket here. Don't want to go too long into those trees either. Can make a bit of a tricky putt.
I'm pretty keen to see Blake throw this one because he is one of the biggest throwers in Australia out of WA. Paddy, you opting for the forehand. Was that a wind decision or what were you thinking there?
Yeah, the wind was a bit funny. So, yeah, just need to get it out there.
Austin decided to throw this one onto the moon.
Pretty sure he started that out with hyzer and it flipped all the way over into a thrower. Here we go, Blake.
Uh-oh.
Don't let me down.
Goodness gracious, mate.
Jeez, he's thrown that high.
Yeah.
Using
And
all the
look
wind.
at it just ride the wind.
Mate.
Wow.
This thing got so far down there.
For those playing at home, how old's Blake?
I think Blake is
15?
16,
16 now.
almost 17, but yeah.
13?
Gracious.
Can throw a disc. So can Jade. He's got a good angle on that, and he's very happy with it. He knows he's done the required business off the tee, got some distance in the open field.
Yeah, this is a pretty decent distance still away from the basket. I reckon we're throwing at least 105, 110 to get down there.
These
in the
Canberra
circle.
boys opened my eyes to the hyzer approach on this hole. I just assumed that it was too thickly wooded over there. You had to go this left side, but no, they kept getting birdies going that right side. So thank you, Austin and Dan and Jade. Paddy, you've gone a little long there.
Yeah, a bit of a weird read on the wind, but I'm thinking about circle's edge.
Here we go, Jade, with that hyzer again.
Yeah,
Just a bit skinny.
Got
clip
around it,
some of
but
those trees.
you'll have a look. I honestly never looked to the right. I just assumed you couldn't go that way. But those boys, they love their backhand hyzers. Blake with nothing but a zone left.
Yeah,
This looks good.
Go in.
Ooh, a little long.
Good run. He'll be putting from the tailwind side of the basket. So that's a great approach from Blake.
Jade
Jade,
opting for a bit of a... Just
Is
a
that a
layup there.
half bit or a
Yeah,
layup?
it's a little bit soft of a layup.
No, he loves a layup, Jade. Austin too.
Austin,
Very
I
well.
don't know if that was meant to be one.
Very well known for their layups, the Canberra boys. Paddy just outside circle.
Speaking of layups.
And
Oh, thinking about it. I got twigs in my butt.
No, no layup there.
No good. Blakey boy, can he put a bit of green on the card? This hole only saw 4 birdies on the day thanks to the wind.
He deserves one with that drive.
And yeah, he's
there you
got
go.
a great bird. I'm looking at the birdie list there, Paddy. There's one name in there I want you to shout out.
Dan Frost, good on you, mate. Timmy Bowen, tell us about it.
No idea.
Cool. It's the next hole now.
It's a backhand hole. Don't know how I birdied it, but I got the bird.
Well done, mate. Well done.
As the boys tap in their pars, we will move on to hole 6, which is 192 metre par 4. Fun hole, this one. You can go a big backhand turnover shot through this gap the drone is flying over now, or you can go a backhand roller, or you can go a forehand. Getting out to this left side fairway is ideal because it takes away this tunnel shot that you see here. Going down the tunnel means you've got a low ceiling and you kind of have to throw a skippy disc that rides the ground to get the birdie. Be interesting to see how you boys play it. Blakey's going the big backhand turnover shot.
I think Blake just saw the drone footage and said, "Yeah, that's a great line. I'll follow that."
Who knows what happened there? He threw it almost to the moon. So
it's almost not really the play. I mean, if he's trying to crash down the fairway there somewhere, I mean, you got a risk of getting the top of those trees pretty early. Oh, Paddy, cut roller.
I love the roller here. Takes away the trees. And if you can get out all the way to the left-hand side, is that what you're going for there, Paddy?
Yeah, look, just giving it a chance to get out there. We had a little bit of left to right wind here as well. So really shaped up well for the roller.
I didn't know what happened then. I thought he was throwing a big turnover, and it's a beautiful roller.
Did look like he was eyeing off the high shot, but the roller's the play, I swear by it. Jade's going the big turnover shot, and if you're going to throw it, that's how you throw it. That looks ideal.
Yeah, that's way out there. He'll have a pretty easy look at his upshot, I think.
So this is the tunnel shot. You do have to keep it low because the ceiling is very grabby. A little skinny, but that's going to slide up there. Oh, and a very nice tree kick. He'll be inside circle with that last little kick, hitting the guardian tree.
Yeah. Jade normally loves a forehand, but...
Jade's got out to the left-hand side. He's gone the backhand turnover with the P2.
The wind seems to have maybe pushed that one down a little bit.
Can't quite see the basket, but I think he might have just snuck into the back of the circle there.
Yeah.
Now, Paddy, this is what, your fortress?
It is, yeah. Really overstable one.
You can tell I've been your caddy in the past, can't you?
Mate, I know you just love my game. So.
Lovely tree kick for you for that there. That was a bit sawed off, but the tree grabbed it, put it down right next to the basket.
Blake's big turnover has paid off because he's found himself quite a fair way down the fairway.
He'd want to put that a little closer, being in the ideal landing position. He's got this edge of circle for bird.
Yeah, he went a bit long.
Just hit the tray there.
Jade from about 8 metres.
Nice.
Yes, great putt. Great
He is
bird.
an excellent putter, Jade, as is Austin. There we go.
Yes.
Lovely.
Canberra Crush boys, as we know them, have racked up a couple of birdies. Paddy, you looking at one yourself? Oh, just a bit left.
Yeah.
Looks like your caddy Dylan was nervous for you in the background there, and unfortunately you couldn't capitalise.
Yeah. That one hurt a little.
Yeah.
I'm still dreaming about that one.
Moving on to hole 7, 617 feet, 188 metres. It is a par 4, and really there's a couple of ways to play this. You can kind of hang it out to the right here, long, or land in this area just about here, so you can get yourself a nice backhand hyzer just around the guardian trees to an open green where you've got to deal with a little bit of wind on this round.
Yeah, very exposed basket placement, this one, and not overly long, 188 metres, but a fairly tricky hole. You do need to land in a pretty precise spot to have a decent crack at the birdie. Austin is caught some leaves and come in a little early. He's going to have a tricky second shot.
It's the only branch you don't want to hit.
Yeah. Jade going, that looked too high out of his hands, and he's sawed off some of the branch, but...
Remember Jade saying he hates this hole or this drive because he always hits that branch. Always.
It's a relatively open backhand drive. Blake, I know, opts for the longer route. Oh, no, Blake, that is grip locked. Not ideal. He tries to go a hyzer flip and go straight rather than going the overstable shot that you're pulling off here, Paddy. That's gone a little straight, though.
Yeah, there must have been, that thing normally gets over quite hard for me, but I think there was a little bit of wind.
This is not where you want to be, Blake. He's got a lot of work to do here. He's gone the full backhand turnover Simon line.
This thing got so far out there. I'm not sure if we're going to see it finish, but he is out in the field.
The camera
Just
not
turned
doing
it
that
over
justice.
to
That's a big
Yeah.
throw.
These boys got to throw something. Oh, he's gone the roller.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm getting confused again by Austin's throw.
That's cut rolled. There is OB over there as well. It'll be interesting to see if that wrapped up
Yeah,
early
he doesn't
enough.
get near the OB. There's a trench that he falls into that saves him.
Jade with a patent pending from the rough and knocked down. So these are testers to get up and down for the par here. Looks like the wind has died down a little though. This basket is normally very exposed, very, very windy.
Looks like
Just caught the backside of those trees, I think.
Might have been a little short. And Paddy, this is the consequence of going too long and too straight off the tees. You've got this big guardian right in your face.
Yeah, I was just trying to flex one out, but I think it checked up too early. It's off to the left there.
Got to give a shout out to Luke Bain on this hole. He was basically throwing from your exact spot there, Paddy, and I'm like, he's no chance of a birdie. Rips out a big forehand spike anhyzer, which I didn't think was an option because it just takes some ludicrous power, and he just pinned it.
Yeah, right.
Very, very impressive.
Mate, that's how far Blake got down.
That is very far out
Yeah.
from that position where he threw his second throw.
Basically pin high.
Jade for par, coming up a little short. You can see the tailwind he was putting with there. How did you find yourself over there, Paddy?
Paddy from circle 5.
I just love exploring the course when I play disc golf.
Very nicely done.
Oh, getting a good look at my underwear there.
That's what we call a plumber's crack in Australia, everybody.
Sponsored by Bonds, ladies and gentlemen.
Only 4 birdies on the day, so shout out to Luke Bain, Reesk, Soren, and Timmy Bowen.
Myself, yes. I would have thought I'd get this one with 2 backhands, but somehow I managed it.
Well done.
Jade dropping in the bogey there, and we're moving on.
All right, hole 8. Another par 4, 175 metres. This is definitely one you want to get. Pretty simple first drive just to get out in the open. A little bit more complexity to the approach to the basket, but not that much. You just want to avoid these trees, get down there, get your putt, walk away with a 3.
The fourth of 4 par 4s in a row that I think are just so beautifully designed here in Ballarat. You can really throw about 5 different options off the tee. Austin's opting for the hyzer flip straight down the guts, and he's executed that perfectly.
Yeah, I think Blake
goes for an option I did not think was available, which is the big turnover line.
No trees in the sky, Blake. Hey.
So he's hoping to fade to the right of that big, tall gum that we see there.
I'm interested to see where that lands.
Yeah. I'm sure the whole card is because there's no chance they saw it. Paddy opting for the roller.
Yeah,
I like
again,
this change-up. I like this.
we had some good wind, so I thought, oh, well, you know what?
You've done that very
Give it a
well
crack.
too. That should fade out to the right, which will open up the angle, which is good as well. And Jade taking the more traditional route, which is just a backhand straight up the guts. He'll be on top of Austin's disc. You can tell they play practice rounds together, can't you?
Paddy.
Oh,
Ooh,
Paddy.
unlucky.
Hated it. It was actually like quite a. I was sort of closed off a bit by that tree, unfortunately.
Austin with an FD3. That is on the pole. That is a tap in, everybody, right there. Jade will be hoping to do the same. Looks like he's opting for a slower speed disc. Looks a little skinny. Don't know. That got through. It's got around him.
He's down there.
So
Right.
Blake almost getting pin high on the 175-metre hole.
He
off to the right
he
a
hit
little
this tree in front of him that stopped his disc. He hit it so high.
All right.
bit.
He would have been way past basket.
Little touch zone. It looks like he's sorted off a little bit. That's going to be, unfortunately, I think outside circle. So not ideal.
Paddy, the roller. Getting
No, this
This is
is
third shot.
so
So
third
this is
shot.
birdie
Jeez,
loss.
Austin's birdie.
even I just put that one out of the memory bank.
Yeah.
I'm sure Paddy did too. So Blake actually is inside circle. Looks just on the edge though. But after that drive, you'd want to be a little closer. And online, sat down. He won't be happy to par this one, but you take the par and move on. Great
Austin.
putt, Austin.
Yes.
Sneaking that one over the top of the cage there.
Jade's got a similar look, slightly closer. Oh, and just in front of the band there. So, boys, quite a few pars on one of the softer par fours on the course.
Yeah, not too happy about it, to be honest. But that's the way golf goes sometimes.
Oh, and that is an amazing
Patrick
catch,
Robertson.
Paddy.
What are you talking about? How's it all day?
That was about as left as it possibly
It's a 4 on the
could
card.
be.
It's a 4 on the card.
I'll move on, shall we? Hole 9, 122-metre par 3. This one takes a crush. It's a bit of an awkward backhand off the tee, but you kind of need to throw a backhand to get the distance. You just want to be left or right of these 4 guardian trees because they're very difficult to putt through. What do you opt for on this one, Paddy?
Backhand, mate.
What are you throwing?
Blister Pro, I think.
Pro, yeah.
Saying that, I have no recollection of what I did, and it was probably terrible. So we'll see.
That big tree on the left just gets in my head.
Yeah, you've
and
really
makes
got
the
to.
backhand really tight.
It almost forces a bit of a hyzer flex.
It does.
Austin hits
Austin-
that last guardian tree.
That probably stopped him from skipping left, and Blake, he knows it's straight out of his hand. This is if you're not going to hit the one on the left, you overcorrect and hit the one on the right. Paddy with the Ballista Pro. Looks like a great angle. Just needed a teeny bit more turn.
Didn't quite get over. It's a bit hard to read the wind as well with this.
Yeah. You're kind of protected off the tee, aren't you?
Yeah. It was playing a little bit more tail than what we thought, I think.
Yeah. So Jade looks like a very good shot, but I know that exact spot where he landed. Very, very difficult to putt from there. There's a low ceiling. You kind of have to throw an anhyzer around or punch something through.
Blake just down on bended knee, showing us how difficult it is.
This is
when
scary.
you find yourself in those oaks.
He's come up very short
Scary
there,
up.
Blake, but he'll have a window. That right side gap is the best gap to putt through, and this is what I mean by Jade. There's not really a line here. You kind of have to
Ooh,
invent
nearly
your own
found
line.
one.
Almost did.
Just throwing a razor blade through the leaves there. Paddy, you got a decent look at it on this side here.
Got a chance. Not today.
A little left.
Yeah. This is Blake to save par. He's got to go through the tree.
And
Yes,
does.
Blake. What a putt. That's a great par save. I don't see many people get putts through those trees there. Austin with the
Beautiful
birdie.
deuce.
Yeah. Just adding to the lead there.
That has to be one of the only birdies for the round, surely, Paddy. Dig up the stats for me.
Yep, there was only the 3. So Austin, Dan Frost, and Luke Bain.
Shout out to those boys.
So after 9 holes, we've got Austin extending his lead, sitting 4 under for the round and 13 down overall.
Blakey Houston 9 down as well, just 4 behind. Make sure you join us for the back half of this round 2 coverage of the 2023 Vic Open, thanks to Gatekeeper Media. We'll see you there.